When you are going through your journey of manifestation, nothing is as motivating and amazing as a good success story. We all love these success stories, which affirm the belief that anything is possible in this world if we get committed to it on a mental level. Today, I have a success story that is about SATS, or state akin to sleep. It is one of my favorite methods for manifesting, and has helped me yield incredible results for myself. But most people complain that they cannot get into SATS so easily, or that it's difficult to stay in the state of assumption. I have some solid advice for you, but I am going to share that once we get through this success story together. So, let's first go over the success story. Hello guys, my success story is based on Neville Goddard's technique called SATS. SATS is a technique in which you are supposed to fill your mind and imagination with your desire and get deep into the feeling of the wish fulfilled. You are supposed to do it before going to bed at night, because this is the perfect time to condition your mind with the color, senses, and feelings of your desires. So my story started when I developed this desire to cut off my rent somehow. I live in a rented apartment, and due to the recent hikes in inflation, the rents are going through the roof. At first it was fine, but now half of my salary goes towards my rent, and it is too much in my opinion. Managing all my expenses in the leftover salary had become a challenge, and I often found myself feeling annoyed and frustrated all the time. This is when I decided to try SATS for my desire. Every night I would get myself into a drowsy state. To be really honest with you guys, getting into a drowsy state without falling asleep was a big challenge for me during the first week. Either I couldn't make my mind relaxed enough to enter SATS, or if I became too drowsy, I would fall asleep without visualizing anything. But then slowly I accustomed my mind to stay in that drowsy state for at least a few minutes without going to sleep. I bet our subconscious mind listens to us, because I would command my mind and body to not fall asleep without getting into the state of wish fulfilled, and by the second week, I was able to notice an improvement in my SAT session. I was really clear about my desire. I didn't want a cheaper apartment or something. I wanted to live rent-free. I didn't know how that opportunity would come my way, but all I wanted was to have all of my salary to myself without being bound by the monthly rent. So I didn't visualize much in my SAT session, but instead felt the feeling of having all of my salary to myself without the worry of rent. At first you will be a little confused about the exact feeling, but as you will spend some time discovering it, you will definitely gain clarity, like I did. I remember that by the end, it was as if my body and mind had memorized the feeling of my desire coming true. So, while I was doing all this, I visited my parents, and I told my mom how the sunlight in the guest room made me so happy, as I had no such room in my apartment because it faced the wall. Then within a few days, my mother called me up and said she had a dream where I was asking her for help to take me somewhere bright and sunny, as my apartment was depressing me. Then she told me that Dad and her have decided to move to a bigger place with an extra room for me, so I can leave my apartment and live with them without paying rent. I am so happy, and I know that dream my mom saw and the decision my parents took were all because of my SAT sessions. I put my desire into the universe, and the universe moved some things around to make it happen. SATS works, guys. You are missing out on something amazing if you are not trying SATS every night. That was our success story for today, and it's a testament to how effective SATS is. Now coming to the advice I have for you to do SATS properly. As the story mentioned, SATS does take its sweet time to grow on you. You will face all kinds of problems when you first try to do SATS for your desire. Sometimes you will fall asleep quickly without doing anything, and other times you won't be able to get any sleep after doing SATS. All these problems are natural, as your system is not yet familiarized with the technique. Just think of it this way: whenever you try something new, you face problems because your brain doesn't yet have the neural connections built for that action. But as you repeat that action over and over again, the neural circuits develop, and you find doing the same action much easier. The same is the case with SATS. You are finding it difficult because your mind is not familiar with it, and thus it is revolting against the change. But if you stick to it for just 7 days, all your troubles will go away, and SATS will then become your ultimate go-to technique for manifestation. Another problem that people face is regarding the visualization of their desire. Remember, the purpose of creating a visual scene is to evoke feelings. The feelings are the ultimate aim. If you think your imagination is not efficient enough to render visions of your desire fulfilled, then just focus on creating that end feeling through any medium. It can be a friend saying congratulations to you, or it can be the smell of your new apartment. Basically anything that will help your mind believe it's in the future. SATS is a wonderful method, and you must try it if you still haven't found success with your manifestations. The next step in your successful manifestation journey is to keep watching my channel. Click now on the video on the screen to be inspired by another video.